If you're watching this, I'm gone. Those 7 words changed everything. On July 2nd, 2025, the internet went still. Screens flickered, hearts paused, and a video quietly began to circulate. No flash, no filter, no fanfare. It was a farewell. It was Tanner Martin's last message to the world, and it wasn't dramatic. It wasn't clickbait. It was ... peace and legacy. This is the story behind that message. This is the goodbye that moved millions. Tanner Martin wasn't a movie star. He wasn't an Alistair. He didn't top streaming charts or sell out stadiums, but he meant something to people. A Utah-based lifestyle influencer. Tanner made his name doing what he loved, talking about mindfulness, family, and perhaps surprisingly wars. He didn't chase fame. He didn't flame out in controversy. He just ... built a corner of the internet that felt a little safer. A little warmer, but behind the scenes, he was fighting something much larger than an algorithm last year. Tanner was diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer, stage 4. Quietly, he began preparing. On July 2nd, a pre-recorded video titled "*If you're watching this, ... was uploaded to his main channel and mirrored by friends across platforms. The man on screen looked thin, but there was no fear in his eyes. With soft lighting behind him and his iconic blue hoodie pulled slightly loose, he smiled directly into camera. His voice was steady. "Hey, if you're watching this, that means I'm gone. Not like gone on a trip. I mean, I've passed." He paused. Not for drama, but for clarity. I didn't want a parade. I didn't want a countdown. I wanted to leave with peace and intention. Then came the heart of his message, reflection not on death, but on life. He spoke of his wife, Mara, of their 2 children, of the love he felt every single day. Even when pain blurred the hours, he didn't ask for pity. He asked for presence. Please, spend time with your people. Be weird. Say what you mean. And stop scrolling when your kid walks into the room. By the end of the 9-minute video, Tanner had shared more vulnerability than some celebrities do in an entire memoir. Then, with one last soft smile, he signed off. May the force be with you, always. The impact was instant. Within 3 hours, his video had been reposted to TikTok, X, Instagram, and even international news outlets. Hashtags like #TannerMartin and #if you're rewatching this trended worldwide. People who had never followed him were now crying in comment sections, quoting his lines, calling their parents, or hugging their spouses tighter. Journalists wrote headlines. Fans made edits, but Tanner's legacy wasn't complete because his goodbye had an encore. On July 5th, just yesterday, public funeral was held outside his home in Leahy, Utah. But it wasn't your average farewell. It was Star Wars. Not in the gimmicky way, not as a meme. As a mythology, mourners arrived in brown robes. Others in black shirts with blue glow sticks looped across their chests. The opening notes of Binary Sunset echoed softly from hidden speakers. Tanner's widow, Mara, stood at the front. Calm, composed. Holding his favorite lightsaber replica, speakers took turns recounting the final weeks how Tanner recorded goodbye videos for each child, how he left notes to be opened on future birthdays. Then his daughter stepped up. Barely 10, but with the composure of someone twice her age, she said, "My dad didn't lose to cancer. He one time, he gave it to us." The audience didn't clap. They wept. Clips from the funeral circulated across platforms. Even people who had rolled their eyes at influencer culture admitted this was different. This was ... sacred. Posts poured in. "I didn't know Tanner, but I'm parenting better. Tonight, because of him, this was the kindest goodbye I've ever seen. This made me remember my dad and call my son." From BuzzFeed to BBC, the story was covered globally. A man who never sought stardom had just authored one of the most deeply felt moments in internet history. And he did it with tension, with grace, with force. But here's what matters most, Tanner. Martin isn't just a headline. He's a reminder that storytelling matters. That presence can't be downloaded. That farewells don't have to be loud to echo forever. In his final video, he said, Asterisk, I hope you don't just remember me. Hope you remember what matters. Asterisk, so here's what matters. That we live while we're here. That we speak while we can. That we go ... with the Force. Rest well, Tanner. Thank you for the blueprint.